What's up, guys? Alex here, and what we're going to do in this video is what we've done in other videos. We're going to place some profitable bets. So we can see college football lines are on the move, and a lot of sports books are starting to post markets for week 6. We can see our first opportunity, Marshall versus Old Dominion. You can get under 64 points plus 102 on Twinspires. Most sportsbooks have the total shaded towards the under at 63.5, which is a lower number. So obviously this plus 102 seems like a pretty good betting opportunity. So what we can do is we can go back to the ARB page. We can place this bet. So again, we want to move quick before the line moves. So Marshall versus Old Dominion, under 64, plus 102. It's an ARB to Pinnacle, one of the sharpest sportsbooks in the world. And then Marshall versus Old Dominion, under 64.5 is minus 105 odds. That's also an ARB to Pinnacle. Pinnacle has this minus 131. So what we can do is go here. Pinnacle has this minus 131, and we're able to bet it minus 105. So again, if you just kind of do a sniff test, right, most sportsbooks have the total set at 63.5, or even some have the total set at 63, and we can get plus money on Twinspires for the over-under 64 in the Marshall versus Old Dominion game. So I'll add these bets to my bet tracker. So on under 64, we got 51.17. I want to track my profit and loss. So 51.17, and then on under 64.5, we were able to bet 54.37. So 54.37. So those are two positive expected value bets. Those are two profitable betting opportunities. What you can see is these bets, they show up with a check mark, which indicates that we've already bet them. Once you add a bet to your bet tracker, you'll see a check mark here, which indicates that you've already placed a bet. And again, the reason we like this is Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook in the world, is ripping towards the under and has under 64 minus 125, over 64 plus 103. We can get under 64 plus 102 on Twinspires. So that gives us a pretty good indication that this under on Twinspires is good, right? That's what makes sports betting, so fascinating, is all of these sportsbooks have different odds. So what you're doing as a sharp bettor is you are scrolling through, you're looking for line discrepancies, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what bet is good here? And here, most sportsbooks have the total at 63 or 63.5, and we can get plus money on the under 64 on Twinspires. That seems pretty good. And the math to the zero vig line from Pinnacle shows this bet is profitable by over 7%, like 7.1%. Pinnacle's line was minus 125 on the under 64, plus 103 on the over 64. So the fair odds, according to Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker out there, are minus 112.78, which implies a no vig win percentage of 53%. And we're able to get plus 102 when the fair price is minus 112.78. So what we can do is we can see there are some other, there's some soccer, there's some college football. So in the Oregon State game, we have minus 152. Like you can see every sports book has Oregon State minus 185, minus 182. This minus 152 is literally an ARB to every single other book except for DraftKings. So that gives you a pretty good indication that it's a good bet. So we'll reload Twinspires. Go back to sports, and we want to find this one before the line moves. Washington State versus Oregon State. We want to get Oregon State minus 152, right? It's an ARB to Pinnacle, sharpest sportsbook out there. It's an ARB to 5 times, another sharp offshore book. It's an ARB to Caesars. It's an ARB to MGM. It's an ARB to FanDuel. Like, clearly there's some value on that minus 152, and it's a little stale. So we want to find this game. So we want to find Oregon State, and then Oregon State minus 152. So we'll place this bet, and we're able to get 138.4. So what we can actually do is we can find this bet, Oregon State. So this bet to the zero vig line from Pinnacle, if you remove the juice from Pinnacle's line, has an expected profit margin of 3.42%. And we're able to bet 138.4. So we'll add this bet to our bet tracker, 138.4, save it, boom. So 3 profitable bets placed already so far. See if there's anything else out there. You can go back to the ARB page. Here's another interesting one, BYU versus Boise State. I mean, only two sports books, Caesars and Twinspires, have posted markets. Obviously, Caesars has BYU more favored, right? They're giving you, Caesars has minus 230, BYU, you can get minus 180 on Twinspires. Or on the flip side, Twinspires has plus 143 on Boise State. Caesars giving you all the way up to plus 190. So not necessarily sure which is good, but you could arb this if you wanted to. Just make a risk-free profit, lock something in for the week ahead, right? You're getting a return of 1.23%. So if you pull up your arb calculator, for every $100 you bet, you're making roughly $125 in profit. So that's not bad. Of course, the game's the game's next week, so maybe you don't want to tie up capital for that long. But what's cool about OddsJam is you can also sort by date. So for example, if you only want to place, bets that, what am I trying to say? If you only want to place bets that happen in the near future, you can sort by date and you can see all the games today. So here are the arbitrage opportunities for today at 8:15 p.m. Then you can kind of scroll through and it goes all the way down to 10:10. So some other line discrepancies starting to pop up as sportsbooks start to post markets for the upcoming few weeks. But those are the three bets we'll place right here, right? We placed Oregon State minus 152. It's literally an arb to everything, so there's clearly some value there. That's our first profitable college football bet. Then we have the Marshall and Old Dominion unders on Twinspires, which just seem like they're a bit stale. They're giving you plus money on the under 64 when every other sports book has the total. Bet Online even has the total set at 62.5, right? Over minus 112, under minus 108, and we're able to get an additional 1.5 points in the total points market and still get plus money. So that obviously seems pretty good. Kind of scroll through. So that's all we got. We got Georgia Southern versus Troy. This is similar to the last one, just plus 160 on Caesars, minus 159 on Twinspires. But they're the only two sportsbooks who have posted markets. So Caesars and Twinspires, they tend to post these, college football markets before a lot of other bookmakers do. So, that's why we've seen them in both of the past couple examples. Yeah, so I hope you found this video helpful. Again, just trying to show a little bit about how to use the OddsJam positive expected value screen and the arbitrage screen, as well as the bet tracker and where you can really get value out of it. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out to us. If it's about what sports books to get, betting strategy, whatever it is, you can reach out to us. Thanks so much for your time.